hi, how you doing? It's been a while. I think the last time you saw me, I either had blue hair or black hair, so it's been about a year. Sorry. For those of you who were waiting for me to post these videos because you are excited about me being in Japan and you want to know all the things, I've been really sick. Like, I had to go to the doctors and get some medication, but I'm alive now, so I am forcing myself to get this stuff done. Hi, it's been a month and a half since I got here. Anyways, for those of you who have no idea who I am or have no idea what I'm even doing here, why I'm talking to you, well, take a look at the title of the video. I moved to Japan and I'm going to be here for about a year. So I was planning on recording a lot and potentially doing some fun stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I have planned that I'm just slowly getting to because I also work and have to live my life, sort of. Anyways, welcome. I'm going to tell you about my flight and about me getting here because it was a wild ride. 18 hours and 39-minute travel time, not including the cab rides over or the car ride home. So the car ride home was like an hour and a half. 19 hours plus, maybe something like that. 19 hours plus, maybe even 20 hours, including, yeah, it's about 20 hours of travel time in general. It was a very exhausting day, I will tell you that. Anyways, so thankfully, after staying in Toronto the night before my flight, I stayed at my friend's house. Thank God she lives in Toronto. And we slept an hour and a half. But I mean, she could go back to sleep. I couldn't because I had to do stuff flight related. Anyways, thankfully, I'll put it over here. I should probably sit here so that I can do this properly. I keep forgetting that. My Uber driver dressed up his car to be Halloween related. And I thought that was super refreshing for somebody who was as cranky as I was. And that was only the beginning. There was so much. I got to the airport at like 4:44 in the morning. 4:44 a.m. and I'm gonna die. Which was lovely. I thankfully didn't take too much time going through customs and all, not customs, what is it? Going through like the airport security and stuff like that. That didn't take very long, maybe 20 minutes. And I settled down in my little cubby, my little chair, waiting for 3 hours or so for my flight to actually be boarded, to start the boarding process. This is why 20 hours, my dude. Well, I did do the funny thing. You know that, what is it called? You know, I don't know what they're called. Zoomy escalators? Escalators? Flat escalators at the airport? Like my favorite thing. So I got really excited to go on those. But once I actually got to my like destination and sat in the little cubbies, I called my family so that I could just chat with them for 2.5 hours. Because I was going to have to wait for 2.5 hours. Then I noticed that a fog was rolling in, which was not great. I thought that my plane might be delayed and that would screw up my entire travel time and make it so much worse for me. It was already going to be a 20-hour distance until I could sleep. Like I could go to bed on solid ground and sleep. So I was not having it. Thankfully, we still took off, as you can see here again. We were able to take off even though it was super foggy. And I literally just sat and listened to music for the entire 45 minutes, trying so desperately not to fall asleep because it would be a waste. And then I'd feel even worse because it was only 45 minutes. Then I got to enjoy a very lovely roughly 4 hours waiting in Chicago in the airport. That was cool. The Wi-Fi sucked, so when I was trying to like contact people to be like, hey, I'm bored, entertain me, it didn't really work out. Once I finally got on the plane for the 20 hours, it was nice. The guy that I sat next to, it wasn't really, I was lucky. He sat at the window seat, although I was really sad about that because I really wanted the window seat, but whatever. And then there was a gap in between. Nobody sat there. So like we had space, which was nice. And we started chatting. We had a great time. We had this like unspoken bond thing where like if we fell asleep and food came around, we'd like nudge each other, be like, yo, food. And if we didn't wake up, just grab extra food. You know what I mean? Because like we good people. And he worked for a company that actually makes, I think it's makes airplane engines or something like that. And, so he was definitely helping me cope with being on a floating death machine for 12 hours. Because like whenever like there was turbulence or anything, he was like, oh no, it's fine. He's like peeking outside. He's like, oh no, we're fine. I don't see anything on this side. We're good. I'm like, okay, perfect. You're the expert. Let's just, you know, not die, please. So I think the entire time I packed so many things to do on the plane. I basically just watched TV. I watched Spider-Man. I watched Rocket Man. I think that's what, Rocket Man, yes. And I watched the entire first season of like Sheldon, like the little Big Bang Theory like spin-off, for 12 hours. I tried to do like a crossword puzzle or something, not a crossword puzzle, a word find that I bought at the dollar store, just to try to keep my brain sane, but I never took anything else out. I had my phone, but it had no internet, so there was no point. It was a long flight, that's all I'm saying. I was very antsy. I was very antsy to get off that flight. Like as soon as we landed, I'm like, let's get out, let's get out, let's get out, let's get out, let's get out. Please, let's get out. I need out. Anyways, so once I finally got down to stepping into Japan, it was really cute because there was like little Zen gardens. But then after 18 hours of traveling, they made us take our ID photos. I'm like, bro, I'm half asleep. I did not do makeup. I look like a muffin. Why would you do this to me? And yeah, so it took like an hour and a half to drive all the way home to my now resident. Nope, my now residence. There we go. Yeah. It was a challenge to go through all of that. It was a mess. But thankfully, a lot more happened after that. That's a lot more fun to discuss. I just figured you guys would like to see the takeoff and the landing and all that fancy stuff. I had some good food, I guess. That's a lie. Airline food sucks. Here's a photo of my dinner. I didn't take a picture of the breakfast, probably because I didn't ever want to look at it again. I feel like it'd give me PTSD flashbacks and just make me start gagging because the breakfast was terrible. But that's okay. It's airline food. What can you do? If there's anything you guys are interested in seeing from me, because I'm in Japan, places you want me to visit, I can try my best. I will be visiting a lot more places, obviously, eventually. I'm here for a year. But if there's anywhere specific that you want me to check out, just so that you can see it, leave a comment down below. Like this video if you enjoyed my ranting about the plane and traveling. And subscribe if you want to see more stuff. I've got some cool stuff coming up. I really do. I've got Disneyland, Omiya, Akihabara, and a couple others. And then there's some more to come because we're going some places around Christmas time. So keep that in mind. Thank you guys for watching again, and I will see you soon. Hopefully. I really hope this gets to you. I really hope I don't just take a nap and never use this footage and have to redo it later on. Anyways, bye!